Oh, dear soul, namaste. My heart is connected to your heart with true love. Thank you for coming into this body, in this country, in this time, and now in Collingwood, and especially in this community and in this moment. The joys and sorrows, the pleasures and pains, the situations and creations have all been fascinating and often fabulous fun. Recalling the first 3 decades of this life, I can now acknowledge the impact that those difficulties from that time had on my later life experiences. There is a rather lengthy list of misbehaviors, my own foolishness, and those of some others acting without integrity. My actions of acting out, dropping out, and various other perceived failings are now understood to have been a struggle to be seen, to be heard, to be accepted, to belong in life. And then, in my 29th year, the winds changed my compass course. A whisper of redirection that I am grateful for every day. I now understand, sweet soul, how you influenced this event. It was March 1979 off the Carolina coast, my first time on the ocean for an overnight delivery of that year's Canada's Cup boat. Waves were high, winds were wild, dusk turning to dark, a storm approaching, rough waters, and I was rather ill, leaning over the low side and sliding overboard when a young man grabbed me and saved my life. 2 years later, realizing that I had been saved to live life differently, I left the world of corporate banking and I joined my father's firm, which provided freedom from the corners of the King and Bay lifestyle, as well as flexibility for the world of raising a family. At the same time, I moved back from the city to suburbia and married Kid, the man that saved me from getting lost at sea. And he is still saving me from getting lost. 2 years passed, I gave birth to David, followed by Kevin 2 years later, and now I'm living in this happy home with a good life, husband, 2 kids, 2 careers, 2 cars, 2 pets, and in a good neighborhood. And after that first 7 somewhat smooth years of seemingly normal life, the next level challenges began. Initially, it seemed to be just physical. Another list. 7 medical diagnoses and several naturopathic diseases. And eventually came into my awareness that anything physical was a manifestation of emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalance. I then recognized that the depressive moods and the anxious states needed as much attention as the physical discomforts. And so, dear soul, you led me to yoga. This concept of the union of body, mind, and spirit was not new, but I hadn't paid serious attention to it until my first course in meditation, and it taught me that the thoughts of the mind precede emotional and physical expressions. This led me to the teachings of psychology, mindfulness, and spiritual wisdom. Most of all, thank you for introducing me to Yoga Nidra, as that meditation has been my redemption, as well as a practice and privilege to share with others. So, the times of fun, adventure, and enjoyment have been many. And that's another list, perhaps another long love letter someday, because it's also quite extensive. But for now, I recognize that family and friends have been my best teachers and my most magnificent loves. Thank you for the many lessons in acceptance, resilience, forgiveness, and compassion. Endurance, faith, trust, and courage are qualities that I'm focused on developing further now. And surrender, still a verb. Yet, how much one has loved and been loved, that's the true measure of a good life. I am complete. I am prepared to leave this life, even though I am not aware of how and when, and perhaps so you will let me know, because I would like to know. I am overall content with this awesome experience, and I look forward to many more moments of rewarding relationship connections over the future years of being in the human suit of Lanee. Dear soul, your presence, guidance, and commitment to my getting to know myself has been persistent. And yes, I have been resistant at times. Though I now believe that I have heard you and have listened deeply to what you convey, even as I have much to learn. Currently, I am immersing in the understanding and learning about consciousness, and over these past 3 decades, I'm starting to get a tiny sense of who I truly am. Recently, my focus has been to fully embody you, my soul, so that I may live a life of joy and in service. Thank you for all the relationships and opportunities that have led me to the 75th year of this precious life. I am ecstatic about this age and stage as I continue to explore what you mean to me. And with every breath, I intend to fully fulfill this life's purpose. I aspire to live my life with laughter, light, and love every day. Namaste.